Okay, now I will be showing how to run a normal EJB program by a series of instructions. First of all, I have used NetBeans 8 and Java 8. For Java 8, I have for both NetBeans and Java I have given a link below the description, and you can download appropriate link which is suitable for your Windows or any other operating system. And NetBeans 8 you have to download either a Java EE or a Java All in the given link. And then let's create a project. First of all, you have to create a Java class library, and this is remote interface which the client uses to access the functions of Bean. And when you have created it, you can see the project has been created. And then you have to create a Java EE, which is enterprise application, and you have give enterprise application, and you can give a name of your choice. I have given app as the name, and you have seen a server, its default Glassfish server you have installed along with the bundle, and all set to default. And this is the Bean module, and this is the web application which is used for client. And here hit finish. Once the project had created, you can see the structure like this: app, EJB, this is the Bean, this is the what is the web application, and this is the array. Now I have already set up initial codes for everything we are going to do it today, and I will leave the link below, and you can grab that code and check it out. And now first of all, you have to create a Bean. In app-ejb, right click, new, create a session Bean. Session Bean name, I simply name it as a Bean. Package name, I name it as EJB. Remember, package name is EJB and Bean name is Bean. And you have to, it's stateless, and create interface of remote. By default, you will be set to the which interface that is available in the current project directory. Here it is Java class library array, and once you complete it, you can hit finish. You can see that there is a Bean here, and in array, in the source packages along the EJB package, you could see Bean remote. Now we have to come here and copy the codes. First, sorry, I have renamed it. This is the Bean remote, and this is the Bean. The Bean remote consists of a function declaration, and a function definition is in the Bean class. The client accesses the Bean remote and gets known to the function, and it invokes the function of specific type. Now you copy the Bean remote, and this is the Bean remote. You come here, it is an array, this is the Bean remote. You paste it here and save it, and then you can come to Bean. This is the Bean, copy, and paste it here. That's how the Bean and Bean remote has been set. And now we got to go to this are the server side, which means that here gets the two numbers and adds, and it returns the sum of the numbers. And here comes to web application, which is app var is a web application. You could see web pages. By default will have index page. Now right click and create new JSP file, which means you used for interacting and calling the Bean from the client. I keep the file name as output, and rest of all leave it as the same, and hit finish. You could see the index.html and output.jsp. For index.html, here is a page HTML code. You could see these are default settings, and it's a form. Action is output.jsp. This means when a user hits a submit, it is redirected to, it is sent to output.jsp with the post method, and we get two numbers x and y, and when you hit submit, it is received by the output and sum is calculated. And you could see this is the code for the output.jsp. Copy and paste in output.jsp. Here you could see the import ejb.bean remote. The remote interface is required for knowing the function that is available in the bean. Then it is a naming constant. It is for looking up the bean through the local server which is hosted by GlassFish, and this is for this both are for the lookup operation. And here comes a default conversion, and you create a variable for a bean using bean remote interface. You create a variable bean, and then you create a context and a bean. You are having a lookup, which means that it is an object. We are storing the bean object in the bean variable. It is context.lookup.java global, which is the Java server, and app, it is the interface application name, and app ejb, it is the where the bean is located. This is the ejb module, and the bean is the name of the bean. You can see this is the bean.java, and this is if there is any exception occurs, which is for printing one. And here you could see request.parameter, which means the previously we have sent numbers x and y through post method to output. It is received by the output, so you'll get a with a variable name x. Request.parameter gets a variable from post method x and y. Since they are in a post method, it will give get in post method will give return the values as string. You'll get x and y. And here you could see a bean dot add. The bean is the variable, and dot add is the function calling the integer at parse int, which means x is in string, converting into integer and calling the function. It returns the value. Here equal to x describes prints the value of x, and y here this is a JSP notation. It returns the value of y, and it's like a simple equation. And here you could see the error that ejb.bean remote page input means we need to import the bean remote. So we in the under the app var, you click on the libraries, right click, add a project, and add the remote interface. You could say alright, add the remote interface, and you could see the one which is a ejb is a package name, and the bean remote is one, and hit the save. Once the all saying is done, click right click on the app, the master, and hit clean and build. You could see the output console. The output console has built successful. For you, I'll show you once again. You need hit clean and build successful, and right click, and then deploy. It will start the GlassFish server. And it's running. You can see that it's deployed. Now you could open the Chrome and check whether server is running. Localhost 8080 is where server runs. You can see the GlassFish server is running, and then / you have to mention the web page application web module name, that is app var, app hyphen var is the name of the web module. And if you can see the two input boxes. Here enter the first input, and here enter the second input, and hit on submit. It goes to server, and it returns 5 plus 10 is equal to 15. And this is how the sample EJB program works. Thank you.